guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are at the UK's most haunted castle located in Northumberland. I think more you like to say about the castle, Stephanie?
So I was here when I was about 12-13 years of age, guys. I came with my mum and my sisters, and back then we caught some paranormal activity on camera. We caught a chair moving, we caught some orbs, and we caught like a figure, like a black figure come across us. So there's lots of things that we can catch on camera, hopefully today. And
I can actually testify that that's true. When I watched the footage, when I was first dating Stephanie, I actually seen some orbs flying around and a chair move. So hopefully we can catch something similar, the same today within our journey together in Chillingham Castle. I've never actually been to this castle, so it's my first experience. It's well known for lots of paranormal activity and basically lots of history to the castle, torture, war and a lot more. But the only way you guys are going to get to find out about it is if we take you guys inside and show you guys if we can actually capture any paranormal activity. So we are on a little bit of a ghost hunt here to see if we can find any ghosts, any paranormal activity, anything out of the ordinary, and hopefully we can catch it on this camera and show you guys. So yeah, we'll take you guys inside. Welcome back to the video. If you are new around here and you want to know more about us, hit subscribe, join our channel. Throughout the whole of Halloween we are doing a spooky theme called VLOGOWEEN, and we will be visiting a lot of spooky places. This is our first castle on the list. We actually do have another castle to visit, which will be very interesting. If you guys can guess what castle that is, drop a comment down below. It's a castle within the northeast of the UK. So if you guys can guess what other haunted castles there is, drop a comment down below, and we'll see you guys when we are inside.
Okay guys, if you note the portrait of Chillingham's famous Spanish witch, she casts her spells and curses for those who steal from the castle and even those who wish harm to the castle. On display are many letters from the sad people who have been cursed from theft or harmful thoughts. Don't mock her.
So that is the introduction that they give us. These items that are cursed, and if anybody steals from the castle, you'd be cursed too by a Spanish witch. That is the legend of the castle. And these are testimony letters from people who say they've been affected by this curse. Pretty scary. I don't even want to touch any of these stones or any of these items. These all looked cursed, so I don't want to touch it. I mean, even this bell has been cracked. There's a 10p there. I don't even think I'd want to touch that. I shall not give my name, but I just wish to confirm that I have returned an item of your property to the room from which I was tempted to remove it. I have looked into the eyes of your Spanish witch and know that I have done the right thing. I heard on your television program that there is a curse on those who steal from the Chillingham, and so it appears to have landed on me. I had not thought of it as theft, but rather temporary hunting. However, now I pray peace will return to my life. Pretty scary.
So if you look up here, this is the portrait of the Spanish witch.
So this is the Spanish witch up here. It's pretty scary. So all of these items are cursed. Currently in the still room, and that's what we just explained about the Spanish witch and how she's cursed a lot of the items, and people's testimonies are there in letter of returning the items back to the castle.
Yeah.
So what was this room particularly used for? Was it used for like storing coal and jams and stuff like that?
Yeah, and also it was the housekeeper's living room.
Housekeeper's living room.
Yeah.
I'm on the other hand, I actually believe in like paranormal activity, spiritual things.
Yeah.
I'm a bit more of a spiritual person than Stephanie is. So I do believe that there is spiritual activity like in certain buildings like this. So I don't know.
So leave a comment down below, guys. Do you believe in things like this? Do you believe in ghosts and
Paranormal
spirits
activity.
and paranormal activity?
What are your beliefs? Drop a comment down below.
So we're heading into the dungeon here, and it is really, really small, guys. The door's so heavy, it's like it doesn't want to open. It had some weight on it, that did. My word, look how small this place is. The door just nearly closed in on us. I don't know if that's Stephanie or anything else.
Oh my God.
So we're in the dungeon. Apparently you can see marks on the walls somewhere.
Right behind you.
So this was what they used to do. They used to count down the days for each individual mark. I don't think I want to touch it. Did you push that door? That door slammed back on me.
I didn't push the door, I was still in the other room.
The door did close back on me, by the way. I don't know what's up there. I'm not going to find out. And down there you've got...
I think you've got bones down
There's
there.
bones down there. Skulls and bones. I don't know how real they are, if they are real at all, but who knows. And the information here.
I think it was, they were made out of bones of prisoners who tried to escape that way. So they tried to escape underground,
Yeah.
but obviously died.
Do you get like a heavy feeling in here?
Ground,
Yeah.
but obviously died. Ground,
Yeah.
but obviously died.
Prison I'd like to be locked in. It seems very claustrophobic-y. And here's some more engravements here. More engravements there. Really scary. Look, it is so small and narrow and a place to fit through. I think I'll close the door. At least halfway from somebody who next comes. It's pretty condensed and claustrophobic that way for sure. They've got bigger pots up there which I think they would have cooked in back in the time. But yeah, I get a heavy feeling when I was in there. You said you didn't.
They were just scary, but...
That's the feeling I mean.
Yeah.
Like a heavy scary feeling.
Right, so now we're going to go into the courtyard.
I don't know if you guys actually heard that. I heard like a noise.
like somebody struggling. If it could have been somebody else. They're like a nice. It's pretty scary. Every time I look around the corner, I keep thinking I can see something. I'm not sure if it's a person or something else. Okay, so we're just heading into the torture dungeon. Now, in here you're going to see a lot of graphic ways how 1500 Britain would torture its prisoners. So if you're a little bit sensitive to this sort of stuff, I'd probably say skip forward to a couple of moments into the video, or maybe it's about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. But at low light, so I've got a light here shining, and this was a torture cage, and as you can see you've got a skeleton inside, and your left inside this cage hung. So guys, just behind me here, which you can't see, is a vice, and you were put inside of this. It's a bit like a coffin. I think it's called something Mary's coffin. Basically prisoners were kept inside of this for a numerous amount of time, in a form of torture, and inside it's a bit like a coffin. If you want to have a look inside, guys, and inside it's not like any ordinary coffin, because inside you've got these horrible sharp spikes which would protrude into your lower back, and on the other side over here you've also got them in the front, so you would just be clamped in there, impaled, and then taken out. So a hard way to die for sure. Pretty sharp they look as well, don't they? As are requested, please not to use this chair, as it is very old and delicate. Now that's not the only reason why you don't want to use a chair, because this chair was also a method of torture, as those spikes left on the bottom. And
is that blood? That's blood.
Oh, blood left over.
That is blood, sure.
It's,
even there, look.
oh yeah, it's still got blood on. It's still got blood on from when it was used.
Oh my word, guys.
Look, it's got splats down the side.
They would put the person on it, the prisoner on the chair. You'd have to sit down where the spikes are, and then underneath the chair they also put like fire, so it would warm up, and the spikes would protrude into your flesh, guys, and obviously with them being warm it would melt your skin. You wouldn't be able to move while this was happening because your arms, your wrists and your feet were tied down. So not a very nice way. Did you just hear that?
Person?
So not a very nice way to be tortured, guys.
What we are at this very moment is a wrecking table. Now, a wrecking table was a method of torture back in the 1500s, and you may have seen this by watching the Braveheart movie with William Wallace in it. And basically you were put in a device where it would tear you from each limb. So you'd be put in a device where they would just turn this wheel here, as you guys can see, and you would be left lying on a table here with your feet tied up, and then you'd also have your hands tied up at the top, probably locked to something fixed, solid, and they would just literally stretch you until they got whatever they wanted to get out of you, or they would stretch you until your limbs just came apart, your feet would probably come off, maybe your joints would all come out of place.
So apparently guys, you can still hear the crunching and the snapping of the bones in and around this castle and in this room.
Just behind me here we've also got the Guillotine Blade, which was another method of execution, and that was also used in the 1500s. And here it is here. You could see they would use this as the weight, and they'd jack it up with this spinny thing here. Your head would be put on that X, and then you would be beheaded. Probably one of the most nicer ways to be executed, if anything, considering what we've already seen. Over here we've got this barrel.
Inside this room it actually feels quite cold and
like heavy, but heavy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Also guys, I don't know if you can tell, but there is no signal down here in the castle. So you can't make any calls, no one can call you when you're down here. That's pretty creepy.
Just to tip it off guys, you've got huge spiders like this just dangling over your head. He's just much bigger off the camera than he actually is on the camera, isn't he?
He's huge. I don't like spiders.
That could just literally drop on your head. And
don't say that.
the door there, and then you've got a giant spider hanging above your head. One thing to watch out for. Seen just before with the Grand Hall, it really gives you like a really old feeling. The whole castle has this old, like, authentic feeling about it. And what's so nice about it is that you can like just walk around, can't you? Like, there's no tour guides coming like to show you, like tell you what you can look at, what you can't look at. It's just everything's there for you just to check out, isn't it?
Yeah, there is tour guides if you want to go on a tour guide. You can only book a tour guide as well, guys.
And you can actually stay at the castle as well, sleep, do
And
occupations.
I think it's 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock or something, they're having like a ghost tour as well if you want to go on that.
Wow, pretty scary. So you were saying about that chair just before, Stephanie?
So I was just saying that chair down here in the corner, I don't know if you can see, but
no, you can.
This one here. When I came with my mum a couple of years, well, what would it be, 13 years ago?
Yeah.
This chair actually moved.
So yeah.
You heard the chair like
move. Wow.
When we were coming up the stairs, it actually moved, it did.
Pretty spooky.
So, yeah.
So we're going to go further up these stairs to see what we can see. A nice view of the courtyard there. That chain moving. Now I have heard that this room is meant to have quite a bit of paranormal activity to it. Whoa, Stephanie, look. It's just swinging on its own.
There's no wind to do that.
There's no wind up here, there can't feel any wind, and that's just moving by itself. So literally witnessing paranormal activity here, guys.
Okay guys, so we just came up to the pink room which is behind me. It was originally called the pink room because when they found the castle it actually had pink curtains in there. But there is many ghost stories about this room, guys, and something to do with a little blue boy.
I think the blue boy, his remains were found in the wall in the 1900s when this castle was under excavation, and they were remodeling the castle, like basically updating it and like maintaining the castle. And as they dug out the wall, they actually found a skeleton there of a young boy, and his nails were all gone, and the end of his fingers were all gone by him trying to claw his way out. So what happened is they decided to bury somebody alive inside the wall, inside of that castle, inside the castle of the wall.
Yeah.
And now his spirit is seen around the castle as a blue figure, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't really say much on here. It says to buy, like, to find out more by Ghost Book.
Yeah, you can look it up, but that's the legend of the castle. A grand view of the garden, guys. Look how beautiful this place looks.
Oh my goodness me.
So we're on the roof of the castle now, and we're just overlooking the grand garden. So this is the overview of the grand garden. It just looks pretty beautiful from up here, doesn't it, Stephanie?
It looks really nice, guys.
Really nice.
The view is just amazing.
Yeah.
So nice. Pretty scary though how high we are.
Yeah, definitely.
So you will find odd and unusual things happen, and people have experiences. So this happened, just a blind up like that one last summer, and then suddenly this door suddenly just swung open. And then this sword leapt off here onto the floor, followed by this hat. Just jumped down onto the floor like that. So that was just a bored, restless spirit being naughty.
Being naughty.
Just being mischievous.
Were you in the room when it happened?
No, that was last year.
Who
Was it
walks
last
up
year?
in
Just last
winter?
year?
But what did happen that I did see, because I came in quite open-minded and quite sceptical, and when children come in and say to me, are there any ghosts? I say, well, in the chapel there is a girl called Eleanor who was 10 years old, and she crawled under the floorboards and she died there, and that's true. Anyway, these two girls came to me and said, oh, can we go and talk to Eleanor? So I said, yeah, and I went in with them because they were on their own. I don't normally go in the chapel. Anyway, this girl sits down on the pew, and she said, hello Eleanor. She said, my name's Sarah, I'm 14 years old, and I live with my dad, and I nearly died recently. I've just had an operation, and I like dancing. And she was pouring out a whole life story to me. It was beautiful. I was just sitting there going, this is beautiful. And then suddenly the chapel door swung open, and I thought, okay, the wind. And then she said, oh, I feel very cold. Very cold. And I thought, well, I didn't. She kept on with her story, and then suddenly her sister, who was just standing there looking a bit bored, went, ow! And something had poked her there. And then she said, something's stroking my shoulder. And I said, I think we'd better say bye-bye to Eleanor now and go and find Mommy and Daddy. So, I mean, that was a real occurrence. That really happened.
Wow. Okay, so now we're heading downstairs to the chapel, and the chapel, if you guys were listening to the story that the lady was telling you about before, my battery did die, so I don't know if I got the full story, but in the story of a little girl who actually does appear and touch people down there, especially of our little children. So we're going to see if we can go down to the chapel and get some sort of experience. Wow. I don't know about you, but I definitely got a feeling in here. Yeah. The gardens now, and it is a really beautiful garden. And the sun is pretty bright as well. Look at this, guys, look at this. In the grand garden of Chillingham Castle, and it is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like a little maze, but it's got a waterfall in the middle, castle in the background. It is a really nice little walk, especially on a nice warm summer's day such as this.
Yeah. Also, there is some ghost stories regarding this water fountain. We've just finished wandering around the gardens in Chillingham Castle. It's getting a little bit windy, so I think we're going to try and find these hanging trees. Is that correct, Sean?
Yeah, that's where they actually took people to hang them, and these trees are, I think, the 5,000-year-old trees, so they've been around here a long time.
So we're going to go and look for them, and I think we're going to go in the coffee room and have something to drink and something to eat. It does take you a good couple of hours to come around this castle, so make sure you give yourself plenty of time. It opens at 12 o'clock and closes at 5.
Enter into here. See, this is about, there's the castle there. Look at the site of that castle, guys. Just, that's a shot.
So we are entering the hanging trees, guys. Now apparently there is 3 trees that were used for hanging people on, and they all look like the same kind of tree. So I think it's just along here, so we're going to have a look along here.
We're going to go and see if we can find them.
We have found one of the 3 hanging trees, guys. There's another 2 that we need to find, and apparently people used to get hanged on here, but apparently there has been lots of bones seen in the other tree and on the ground, scattered around and things like that. And apparently when you take a picture here or record here, stuff pass you by or stuff are in the background. But guys, look, I'm getting goosebumps, guys. Just when I stand here, like something's just came over us and gives us like goosebumps.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's like, it's so strange how all the branches they go onto the floor either side there, and it's just crazy just how it looks. It just looks just like disturbing. There's, oh yeah, look, you can see it up here. Yeah. Yeah, you can see that where these ones have fell. There's one there.
Yeah, that's one of them.
One there that's fell.
And then one over here.
And another one over here that's fell. It doesn't look like it'll be too long before the other one falls down there. But you can see why they haven't removed them from the forest. Oh wow. It's so sad to think of how many lives were actually taken down here in this forest. On tree number 1 that we've seen down there, and this tree here. I get this like bit of a sad feeling come over me when I'm next to it. I don't know if that's just my emotions, or it could be some sort of ghosts that are in the area, some kind of spirits. I don't know, but it just doesn't feel right. Just, it makes you feel sad when you just look at it, knowing what's actually taking place in this forest. That people were hung. Women, children, men. It's just very disturbing to think of. It's pretty hard to imagine it that just only 500 years ago, here in the United Kingdom, people were executed here and hung in this actual forest. So this is like where people would be. That's just so spooky, isn't it? people's lives were actually taken in this forest. So
Quite sad, isn't it, really?
yeah, I feel sad just coming down here.
Yeah.
And that was tree number 2. Tree number 3, actually creating like a bridge. So you've got all its branches there. Also, if you guys want us to stay at this castle overnight, and we will do the 24-hour overnight challenge, we will do it. But we need enough likes on this video. 100 likes on this video before Halloween's over, and we will stay here in this castle, and we'll come out on a night journey. 3 AM.
Oh my goodness me, Sean.
We'll come out 3 AM with torches and everything, and we will do a 3 AM ghost hunt for you guys. If you guys are interested in us doing that, we need 100 likes on this video, and then we'll do it.
I don't want to.
I will do it.
Okay enough just coming during the day, never mind the night.
It's definitely something I would want to do, so drop a comment, no, drop a like, and I will come back and do it.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this haunted castle in England, the most haunted castle in England, guys. To be honest, I don't believe in all these kind of things, but it does. I don't know if like I've like worked myself up to feel like a little bit like worried and anxious and scared, but there's definitely a feeling that comes over you in certain rooms.
I definitely feel that like there's the emotion attached to it of actually knowing the history of children and women and men being executed on these trees and hung. It's quite, it gets your feelings going, I'm sure of it. Even if you're not like a spiritual person, it's definitely going to get you going.
Yeah. And the prices for this place is £9.50 per adult, I think £7 per child. I know for 2 adults and up to 3 children you can get it for £28.
50.
50, and also under 5s are 3 as well, guys. So we hope you guys enjoyed our first
Halloween video. It has been a spooky one. Come back tomorrow because we have another Halloween video for you guys tomorrow
at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock, and as usual, subscribe, hit the like button, and thank you for watching. Good night.